If you're a new trader looking for a good broker, or even if you're an experienced trader looking to change your broker, be sure you stay to the end of this video because I have some good tips to help you find a great Forex broker. Hello everybody, and here we are again with a regular weekly analysis, and this week starting on the 18th of August 2025. So let's just go ahead and jump in and get started, and of course we always start with the high impact news, and this week we have a full calendar. I won't go through the items individually, but just to remind you to be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local times and be aware of all of these high impact news items which affect the movement of our currencies and commodities. And as usual, we look at the profit and loss that I had from last week's trade setups. And as always, I look at the DXY first, which is the US dollar index, and nothing really to report on the US dollar index except that it's just continuing its decline, the same thing it's been doing since the beginning of the year. Lower highs and lower lows, weakening of the US dollar. And then on Bitcoin, it was an exciting week for Bitcoin. We reached an all-time high of $123,700. And then, not surprising, it did an amazing retracement, typical for Bitcoin, dropped $7,000 in 2 days, from 123 down to 116. But nothing unusual there. If you're a Bitcoin trader or a Bitcoin hodler, you know we can see big moves in that. So we're bouncing off of our 117,000 zone this weekend and expecting to see even higher prices as we continue through the year. And now looking at gold, this is the one that didn't work out for us, and that's why we use the stop loss, is to protect our capital. I had a buy limit on that because it was showing bullish at the end of last week. However, it did gap up on the Monday opening, but then just went straight down all week long. A bit of a recovery midweek, but then continued the decline on Thursday and even on Friday. The total move for the week, the 5 days of trading, was 600 pips. However, the currency pairs worked out great. Okay, the Euro US, I had a buy limit on that and got 100 pips from that trade. The AUD US was a buy limit also, 53 pips on that trade. The New Zealand US was a buy, okay, market execution order on Monday, and 45 pips on that one. The Pound US was the best trade, 152 pips on that one. That was a buy limit, opened on Monday. And then the USD CAD was a sell. This one didn't work out. If it did execute, the pending order did open, but then only give us about 5 or 6 pips before going the wrong direction. And again, that's why we use the stop loss. However, this one did not hit the stop loss. Okay, so this trade for me is still open, and I'm just waiting to see how that one will play out. The UJ was a good one, okay, 145 pips on that one. That was a market execution order, opened on Monday and went straight into profit over the next several days, then doing a retracement on Thursday, but then back into bearish movement on Friday, but on Thursday closing that trade with 145 pips. As I said in the beginning, if you're a new trader looking for a good broker, or even if you're an experienced trader looking to change your broker, I have a great recommendation for you, and that is Tickmill. Okay, if you need ultra low spreads because maybe you're a scalper or you just like low spreads, they have some of their currency pairs at 0 pips. Okay, there are commissions, of course, because you have to pay the broker something, but I have seen that Tickmill has the lowest commissions in the industry. And also with Tickmill, of course, you can trade crypto. You can trade crypto 24 hours a day. No deposit fees, fast execution. And what I really like about Tickmill, fast withdrawals. It's amazing. Instant withdrawals. As soon as you click withdraw, you can check your bank and the money is in the bank. Instant withdrawal. Unbelievable. Amazing. And also with Tickmill, they have a mobile app, which is great for those of you that like to trade on the phone. And of course, they also have copy trade. And if you follow me at all, you know I have copy trade accounts set up on several brokers, and I am now setting up my copy trade with Tickmill. In fact, next month I will be going to Dubai to their headquarters, the headquarters of Tickmill, to build on my relationship with this great broker. So if you're interested in using a great broker, Tigmeal is a global broker, highly regulated, and I have the link that you can go to sign up. Check them out, rickrayfx.com. That's my website, /Tigmeal. And now let's look at the pending orders. These are the trade setups that I have in place for this upcoming week, and I do this in order to help you make profit with your trading. But just remember, guys, that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. These videos that I make are strictly for educational purposes. It's up to you to manage your own account and to use good risk management. So the first one we look at is the major currency pairs, the Euro-US. I have a buy limit on that one with the entry price at 1.1695. The odd US is a buy limit with the entry price at 0.6500. The New Zealand US is a buy. Market execution, when the market opens. The price right now is at 0.5920. So when the market opens on Monday morning, just buy the New Zealand US. Then the pound US is a buy limit. Let it retrace just ever so slightly to the entry price of 1.3545. Then the USD CAD is no trade. You can see here the last 10 days or so, 10 trading days, we sort of have what I call a candlestick sandwich. All right, so no clear direction, no bullish direction. And the USD JPY is a sell limit with the entry price at 147.16. Just let it retrace ever so slightly, and then the trade should execute on Monday morning when the market gets started. And finally, for everybody's favorite commodity, gold, XAU USD. And gold has definitely turned bearish. It's bearish on the day chart, bearish on the 4-hour chart. So obviously I'll have a sell limit on gold with the entry price at 3340. Let it retrace just a little bit with the take profit at 3300. It might even go lower than that. You can see on the left side of the screen it has been considerably lower just 3 weeks ago. So we have room to continue the bearish movement. So bearish on gold with the entry price at 3340. Okay guys, that's all that I have for you this week. I hope that you have great success with your trading wherever you are in the world. And if you're new to the channel, just be sure you subscribe. Click that little bell so you'll be notified every time I make one of these. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below this video. I will get back to you. Wherever you are in the world, don't forget, be kind to yourself, be kind to others.